Hey everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. If you would like to learn how to do this look, then please follow, please subscribe and carry on watching this video. First of all, we're going to start with the Professional Benefit Primer to minimise my pores. I have prepped my skin already and I'm just going to slowly rub that into the areas that will be most affected. I have already done my eyebrows because they take a long time to do. So I'm just rubbing into the areas where my pores are most visible. My skin is quite red today, but we'll soon sort that out. That didn't make sense. Soon sort that out. Right. Now I've done that, I've got the Real Techniques Beauty Blender and I'm going to apply my foundation. This is the second time that I've used this. It's the Maybelline Superstay and it felt quite good on my skin, so we shall try it again. It's best to wet the beauty blender. I use the MAC Prep and Prime before applying the foundation. My skin will look quite white at first, but once I've contoured and give it a bit of dimension, it will look very nice. So I'm just applying the foundation all over. You just bounce the sponge off of your skin and the foundation blends really nicely, making your skin look very flawless and seamless. I do like a full coverage foundation as my skin isn't the best. As you can see, I do look a bit white. The way that I match foundation colours to my skin is by putting it on my neck, as you want your skin on your face to blend in with your neck rather than the other way around. Some concealer, I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define and I'm just going to pop it underneath my eyes and I'm just going to pop a little bit on my eyelids. The base for the eyeshadows. I'm just going to blend it in with a beauty blender. Blends in really, really well, these two, the foundation and the concealer together. Making sure I haven't got any creases on my eyes. Mind the lights in the back because I'm having absolute disaster with them. Right, I'm going to go on to now do my eyeshadow. I'm using the Morphe 34B palette. Very bright and pretty. And I'm going to go ahead with this light purple shade. Just lightly blending back and forth on my eye. And this is going to be a transition shade for the bright purple to go over in a minute. So I'm just wishy-washing and back forwards. I can't get my words out at all. Once I've gone ahead and done that, I am now going to go in and add a more vibrant purple. I'm going to add this one just literally above the eyelid. And you're just going to do gentle strokes at first, as it is quite pigmented, this eyeshadow is, and you're just going to blend the colour round, and then you're going to use a clean blending brush to blend in so it's not all in one place. And also when you're holding the brush, make sure you don't hold it too close to the bristles, because you'll get more product in areas that you don't want it to be in. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to go in with my Morphe MB23 and just blend out the colours so that it's more smooth. I'm not going to go too close to my eyebrow because I do want to put a bit of highlighter in there to define the brow a bit more than it is. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Now that I've done that, I'm going to get a smaller brush and I'm going to start doing the corners with a darker purple. I'm going to use the Real Techniques smaller brush, the shading brush, and just gently add colour to the middle of the eye. I'm not going to take the brush anywhere else other than where I want it. I'm not bringing the product up, I'm just dabbing in gently, not putting too much product on the brush. I'm also using a cheap brush off Amazon just so that I can add the product in the area that I want without it going AWOL. Now that I've done that, I'm going to grab a bit of concealer and I'm going to fill in the middle of my eye to make it a little bit brighter for when I put the green on. And what I do is I close my eye once I've got the concealer on, and then I have a guideline of where the concealer needs to be put on my eye. I'm just filling that in. I'm going to grab a thin brush, again just a cheap one, and I'm going to get the area that I can and just make it a little bit more neater. And a bit more seamless. So I'm just going to add a line to make a halo. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect because you can blend in after to make it more neat and tidy. So I'm just adding a line and I'm just going to brush down like that. Now that I've got that done, I'm going to add the green to the area where the white is. I'm just going to use a brush that I can pack it on with. I'm going to use this really nice dark green, well, light green with a bit of shimmer in it, and I'm just going to pack the colour on just on top of where I've put the concealer. I'm going to go back in with the purple in the corners of the eye. And then I'm just going to add a bit more of the light colour above. I'm going to add the green underneath my eye, creating a line underneath the purple. Now that I've added underneath the eye, I'm going to go in and put some mascara on my eyes. And and I'm just going to add my eyelashes off cam. Now that I have added the lashes to this look, I'm going to add a bit of contour to my face. I have a cheek contour set from Amazon, and I'm going to use the lightest brown that I feel would suit my skin better. I'm just going to add a little bit on, and the first place that I'm going to do is my forehead. Just adding a bit of dimension to my face underneath my cheeks. I'm going to get a thinner brush, and I'm just going to do the sides of my nose. I'm going to bend the brush round to make a little arch and just do the sides of my nose. I'm going to grab a little small fluffy brush, and I'm just going to bring the product down the side of my nose to give the effect that my nose is a lot smaller than it is. So I'm just going to rub the product down. Now with a small fluffy brush, I'm just going to add a bit of highlight to the areas that I want to be more highlighted. I don't usually wear a lot of highlighter. I'm going to add a bit of blush to my cheeks. Now I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm just going to outline I'm going to use the Power Pout Acrylic by MUA to just fill in. This is the finished look that you will arrive with, well, you will end up with.